to y'all today about planting seeds because we gardening, we getting ready for the spring, but we want to talk about manifesting and how you can manifest with your garden. Yes, I said it. Let's talk about how you can manifest with your garden. So hey, honey hive. It's your girl Goddess Streams, TK, and I am back again for another video. So today we will be starting some seeds for the spring. I'm doing tomatoes. These are called steak sandwich hybrid tomatoes. I'm gonna do some of these, and I'm gonna do some Roma tomatoes. These grew okay last year, but we'll see how they do this year. And then I want to do some of these little super sweet tomatoes. These did really good. Now I'm making all these tomato plants, but I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put all of them in the ground. But I'll figure it out. And then I'm gonna plant some of these, and we can't forget about. I am going to do some hot peppers. One is a Thai and one is like a Fiesta blend. I'm gonna start those, and some jalapenos. Got to have my jalapenos so I can make my jalapeno hot sauce. Y'all, I made jalapeno hot sauce. Y'all know I talked about making it a while back. Made plenty of it. It's gone. It's gone before we could even, we done ate it all. So I said this year I'm gonna have to do way more than I did last year. But y'all, let's get into it. I want to talk to y'all today about planting seeds because we gardening, we getting ready for the spring, but we want to talk about manifesting and how you can manifest with your garden. Yes, I said it. Let's talk about how you can manifest with your garden. So I have my mix here that I already mixed together. It's a new little blend. I'm gonna try out and see how it goes. It's the Miracle Grow, and then I did the organic succulent um soil mix because that's kind of like a sandy mix, and then I also mixed in some seed starting mix. So I feel like this mix right here, this the superpower. So anyway, I am going to put my dirt in my trays, and I ain't got nothing to put no labels with or nothing, y'all. I don't forget about all that, but we gonna put the dirt. And gardening is just it's life, y'all. Just like, and not just garden with any plant that you have, you have to make sure that it has a good soil. Y'all hold on. Dang. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So back to what we was talking about, manifesting and gardening. So when I first started out manifesting, and I talked about this on one of my videos years and years ago about manifesting, but I want to do an up-to-date video. So the way you can use your flowers, plants, whatever you do for manifesting, just think about every time you have to water your plants or your seeds in order for them to grow and grow healthy and strong. That's the same way you have to do with your life. You have to pour into yourself in order for you to grow. You have to cut some things out. That's just like with seeds. When you plant seeds, you plant a lot of seeds in here at one time, but you have to go in and pull some of them. You can't leave all of them planted in here because they're not going to grow good together. So that's the same thing with your life. You have to go in and pull away those things that are not benefiting you in life or not helping you grow. Because if you continue to hold on to those things, and we ask for things, I want to be blessed with this and I want to be blessed with that, and your prayers can be answered, but you have to pick out those things that's hindering you from advancing and moving forward to where you're not growing. Like I say, same way with seeds. You have to go in and pick out those extra seeds because it'll keep keep your plants from growing the right way. You got to water your plants. You got to fertilize your plants. So you got to do the same thing with yourself. You got to pour into yourself. You got to make sure you're eating right. And I ain't saying that you just got to go on no health kick. Why is this child standing over here looking? So you don't have to go on a health kick where you know, oh, I gotta detox and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. You take it one day at a time, one step at a time. It ain't no drastic change. You just weed out one thing at a time. If you struggle with, I was gonna say that if you struggle with gossiping, then make that something that you work on to weed out of your life, because when you manifesting and when you get what you want, boy, hush. When you trying to manifest and get the things that you want, you don't want no gossip in your life, or nobody got gossiping about you or with you, because that mess up what you got going. And whatever you struggling with, if you know, and I'm not gonna even say alcohol or whatever your preference is, whatever you do, if it's not bothering you, then you don't have to, that maybe not something that you need to release at this time. But if it's tagging at you that, hey, it's time to let that go, then you need to let that go. But manifesting is just like growing a plant. And I remember one year what I did with my garden was, so I journal. I love to journal, and I like to go back and reflect upon my journals just to see how far I've come in life. And it's good to journal, because you can, when you having a hard time, you can go back and look in that journal and be like, "Dang, I made it through that." And at that time, you didn't think you was gonna make it through it, but you did make it through it. But I started a garden, and I don't really want to say goals for myself, but I set some things that I wanted to see, some things that I wanted. And I would, the same way I would fertilize and water my garden. So I would water and fertilize, and get my garden good. And then once I was done, then I would go in and pour into myself, as far as me reading the Bible, me praying, me meditating, whatever I felt like doing at that time, that I poured into myself as well. So you can kind of create a routine. You water your garden, fertilize, and when you get through with that, shower up, clean yourself up. If you need to eat, and do what you need to do for yourself. Meditate, pray, yoga, whatever it is, because you're trying to elevate, and you're trying to get to a point to where when you get those things that you ask for, that you will know how to obtain them and keep them. Because sometimes the universe will give us what we asking for, even though we're not ready for it. But it's like, I'm showing you, okay, you asked me for this, you asked for it, but you did not prepare yourself for what you asked for. So that's why you going through what you going through, because you asked for something and you beg me and bother me about it. Now you got it, and you don't know what to do. Had you took those steps that you were supposed to take in order to grow, then you would have know how to handle this situation and whatever come with it. Because even though we be mad at, oh Lord, I wanna pay my house off, I want to pay my car off, or I want to get out of debt. We praying and praying and praying, and we doing some of the stuff to get out of it, but you're not nurturing and preparing yourself for when you do get out of debt, not to get right back in debt. Because sometimes we'll get out of debt and it's like, oh, if I could just pay my house off, I'll have some extra money, and I'll have this and have that. You had the extra money, and what you doing? I'm talking to myself. You'll take the extra money and blow it. You'll blow it. Versus taking that extra money, saving some, and reinvesting. Multiply. You multiply what you get. But some of us don't do that. We give what we want. Hey, I paid this off. You're all bragging, flashing this and that, and you look up a year later and you're back to where you started. Yeah, your house paid for, but you got more debt than you did when you was paying your mortgage, because you did not prepare yourself for that blessing. So that's, girl, listen, that's a word right there, y'all. I'm telling you. And now's the time. We in a whole new year. The new year, some people celebrate the new year January 1st, some people celebrate the new year in the spring. I'm more of a spring. I celebrate the new year with my family and stuff, but the new year is when I really dive in the spring, and I do my detoxes and my manifesting. That's when I do all that, because you got to think about it. The wintertime, when it get cold, it's a time to sit still, and it ain't a time to be just detoxing everything out of your body, because some of that stuff you need so you can get through the winter. Now when the spring comes, okay, you've been sitting around in the winter, you've been praying, you've been meditating, been getting a little thick, all that. So now it's time to detox. So the springtime is when I go in and I detox and get myself ready for the new year. Because you got to think, in spring, that's when everything come out. The new flowers come out, the new leaves come out on the trees. I mean, it's everything is just new and beautiful. So you don't want to be carrying the winter in the spring where you sluggish and tired. You can't get outside and enjoy yourself because you done piled on all this extra stuff. But you gotta shed it. You gotta shed it in the spring. Don't carry the winter in the spring. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got it, but it's time to release it. So for me, the spring is a time to release and let go of all the extra stuff. If you catch my drift. But anyway, we starting these seeds. I think I'll make these my manifestation seeds, y'all. That's what this gonna be. I'm gonna start my seeds, and as I pour into my seeds, I'm gonna pour into myself, because it is some things that I want. It's some things I want, and I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them. So, but I'm gonna use my little garden again this year, to do that, to manifest. And you have to talk to your plants too. Shoot, they be wanting a little attention. They don't just want you to water them, cut the light on, and shut the door. No, talk to them. Tell them what you want. You are my source of food for me and my family. Maybe even a source of income for me. Huh. And I know some of y'all say, well, I ain't got nowhere to put no garden. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You can live in an apartment and still have a garden. Get you some buckets. I done said it 1,000 times. Get you some buckets, put them on that patio, drill some holes in it, and start with that, baby. 2 buckets. You can even decorate the buckets. Hell, spray paint them, put some designs on them, make them look pretty. And put your I would say start with some tomatoes. Either some tomatoes, bell peppers, or jalapenos. Start with those. Those are the easiest thing that you can grow. And go out there on your patio, get your little patio chair, little table, and sit out there with your tea or your coffee, whatever you like, with your little vegetables growing on your patio. Your neighbors looking like, they think she's somebody. Here she think they somebody. And it is. Because you learning how to garden with what you got. So y'all, this year, let's call our garden the manifestations garden. Let's make us a manifestation garden. Because like I say, this can be a source of income. You stand in, just think about it. Here y'all go. I'm finna put y'all up on game. So you living in some apartments. You got a patio. You start some tomatoes. Your tomatoes start growing. Next thing your neighbors find out, you can sell your tomatoes in the apartment. Because tomato plants produce a lot of tomatoes if you take care of them. Especially these little cherry tomatoes. Well, these are kind of super sweet, but they little. These, it be a lot of them. A lot of them. And I'm telling you, you can get these, and because I think these are pretty. They're not real big, but they're a nice size. And you can sell them 6 for $3 or something like that. Because this kind, you can just eat. You rinse them off good, eat them. You can put some salt and pepper on them, a little vinegar, whatever. They be good. So, dog, you got to think on a larger scale. Just because you stand where you stand don't mean you can't change it into something else. They say you got to take something and turn it into something. Take something to make something. And it took me a long time, y'all, to get to the point where I'm at now. But I understand it. I understand the assignment. I understand it very well. And I understand that all the stuff that I did, my little ideas I came up with, um, being creative, it's all circling back. It's all circling back. So now that it is circling back, it is time for me to put those things in motion and be serious about it. Cause I done it just about. I made t-shirts, I did cakes. Lord, I done digital print business cards, making signs, all kind of stuff. I done dibbled and dabbled in herbs, gardening, making herbal products, tinctures, teas, all that. I've done it all. But it's like, okay, Tamika, yeah, you done it all. But let's get serious about it. And so now it's time for me to get serious about my life and the things that I want for myself and quit jumping all over the place. So now I am, like I said, now you may see me on here gardening one day and the next day you may see me doing crafts, but that's just a part of me. That's what made me who I am and where I'm at right now. But I won't be adding nothing new right now to my plate. I'll just be spinning the block back and recreating some of those things that I've created in the past, but on a bigger scale. So, but y'all, I'm gonna get the pot started today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to start the seeds today because it's getting late. Or I might start them in the house. I'm gonna just start them out here, and I may take this in the house and finish this in the house, and we'll do a part 2 of the seed starting. The manifestation garden. So, anywho, I got some stuff I gotta run and go do, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll probably take this in and do a part 2 video of me actually planting the seeds and watering them, so y'all can see that. But anyway, I got to go, y'all, and I want to wish each and every one of y'all peace, blessings, love, joy, and abundance. Remember, we manifesting this year. Let's make these manifestation gardens. And listen, don't y'all forget. Now, I don't say it that much, but y'all like and comment and share. Say, tell me something. Talk to me. So I see. Bye.